Hello friends, Pastor Amy here from Southgate United Methodist Church in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska. It is June 2nd of 2021. Happy Pride Month, everyone. I am here actually in the church kitchen of all places, right next to our first aid kit, right in this cabinet right behind me. And you're probably wondering, what are you doing in there? Well, it has to do with the topic that we're talking about this Sunday, but I'll get to that in a second. Last week, we started a new series called I've Been Meaning to Ask. And we're talking about questions that are good to ask one another in order to build a connection with one another. And I don't know about you, but this pandemic has really left me feeling disconnected with all of you and with the community and even with family and friends. So we're going to be talking over a 4-week period. Last Sunday was the first week. We've got 3 more to go, about questions that invite connection. Last week we talked about the question, where are you from? The places we're from, our origins, those are key to forming us as the people we are here and now. And as we ask each other the question, where are you from? We're learning about one another and the influences that formed us. In addition, we talked about Jesus's response to his followers when they were asking him questions about himself. He invited them to come and see what God was doing in their midst. And he encouraged a spirit of curiosity among his followers, curiosity and openness to one another and to God, to begin to come and see what Jesus was up to. So when we approach each other with curiosity and openness, as Jesus did his disciples, we're building connections with our neighbors. So this week, the question is, where does it hurt? Hence the first aid kit, right? You got a kid with a scraped knee. Where does it hurt? And then once you know where it hurts, you can begin to deal with that. I'm reminded when I did a chaplaincy internship in Wichita. I was, as an on-call chaplain overnight, I was called into a number of trauma cases in the ER to assist with connecting with family and such. But I watched the medical staff, when the person was conscious, which most of the time they were, the medical staff would ask the patient, where does it hurt? And carefully listen to the answers. And they would go over every body part, top to bottom, and ask, where does it hurt? In order to get a full extent of the injuries, internal and external, that needed to be addressed. And in addition to listening to the patient, they run tests, they gather data, before they ever tried to make a diagnosis and recommend treatment, because the wrong treatment or ignoring any injuries could really result in further harm to the patient, right? Makes sense. Where does it hurt? It's important to ask one another this question too. When we ask it in the church, we're talking less about physical health and more about spiritual and mental health. Where does it hurt? What pain are you carrying in your heart? What past traumatic experiences are you still struggling with? It is vitally important to listen to someone, to see their pain without jumping to conclusions or trying to fix it too soon. Have you ever told someone about a painful experience or about something you're struggling with, only to have them minimize it as if to say, oh, you think that's bad? Well, let me tell you about my story. Not the most helpful thing, right? Or maybe they explain to you what you did wrong that brought about this painful thing. Well, of course, don't you know you should have done this? Or you brought it on yourself because I told you thus and such. Or maybe some well-meaning folks, when you tell them about your struggles, they jump to telling you what you should do to fix it. Well, now you know you need to go do this and X, Y, Z and this, take care of that. And while it's well-meaning, sometimes we're not quite ready yet to take the steps to address our pain until we fully named it. What did it feel like when someone responded to you, I see your pain? I am so sorry, and I'm here for you. That posture of accepting someone's pain and listening deeply to what they're telling you is the first step in healing, and one that it's easy to, that we tend to overlook. Building connections with one another involves being vulnerable enough, first of all, to share our stories of pain and hurt. And also simultaneously creating a safe space where we can all share where it hurts and know that each person will be listened to and seen. All of that then starts with the all-important question, where does it hurt? So friends, that's what we'll be talking about coming up this Sunday. For those of you interested in Adult Sunday School, we are meeting back in person now in Memorial Hall at 9:45. So we're gonna come back together in person. Also, it's Communion Sunday, and second service we have a baptism. Yay! I love baptisms, so it's gonna be a great day. Remember, friends, that God loves you. So do I, and I'll see you Sunday.